So here in our herb garden, in these two round beds, we have some potatoes planted and they're starting to shoot out of the soil. And then these are our mint beds. So we have a variety of mints. I think we have spearmint, peppermint, and some ginger mint. So these are perennials. So those were planted from last year. Then we have some marjoram in this bed, and then we also have some thyme. And then we had some additional empty beds, so I went ahead and put some additional potatoes in these beds as well. And both the thyme and the marjoram, they're perennials in our zone, so these were plants from last year. And then we also planted our elephant garlic in these two beds here. And they're doing pretty good compared to our other garlic this year. And then we have some cilantro plants right here in this bed. Sprinkle seeds, so they're slowly coming up. The next few beds are our garlic beds. They're growing. Not as good as we hoped, not as good as they did last year. You can see they're struggling from some type of nutrition deficiency. I'm not really sure what it is. We're going to let them grow a little bit longer and see how they go. But next year, we're definitely going to plant them in another area of our garden to see if they do better than this year. Here I had a couple of open spots in these raised beds, so I just went ahead and sprinkled some amaranth seeds. And once these plants get a little bit bigger, I'll just transplant them to other areas of our garden. So the next few beds are onion beds, and they're doing really well. In this one we have some onion plants, and then we have some lettuce growing as well. And then we have more onions, and I sprinkled some green bean seeds, and those have taken off as well. And then the third bed is just all onions. So this year we're growing a total of 6 different varieties of onions. So this is our first year growing onions from start. So we're going to see which variety works best for us this year, and then we'll repeat that next year. But they're looking good so far. Now here we are in our middle garden. This is where we have the majority of our potatoes planted for the spring. And in this bed we have some parsley that's left over from the winter. We have more potatoes. And these potatoes are interplanted with green beans, so those should be shooting up soon in the next couple of weeks. And then we'll just let them grow together. So we have more potatoes here. And then some more potatoes. I think we have a total of 4 potato beds in this garden. And they're doing really good so far. Here we have some more garlic growing. Then we have a bed filled with carrots. And then these 2 last raised beds are our strawberries that we planted a year ago. Now we're in the bottom garden, and this is a new area for us this year. So because the beds were ready, we went ahead and planted out some of our peppers. So we have bell peppers and then also some of our cherry tomato plants along the back. It's March, so it's still a little early for our area, but we had some extra plants, so I went ahead and planted them out, and we're going to see how they do. But so far they're doing so good. In this bed we have some cucumbers, and then we have some tomatoes. These are the glacier tomatoes. They are new to us this year. In these next beds we have a lot of our brassicas planted, and they're doing good. I did plant these a little bit late this year, so I don't know how good they're going to do once it starts getting warm in our area, but we're going to give them a shot and see how well they do. So I think we have broccolis planted along the back, and then here we have some lettuce seeds that are starting to come up, and then in between the lettuce we have some carrot seeds as well. So we have lettuce, carrots, and broccoli along the back. And as you can see, the carrots are starting to shoot up from the soil. Then this next bed is our collard greens. I think we have 3 different varieties. I can't remember which ones, but all our plants got mixed up towards the end, so that's just a bed of collards, and they're growing really good. I did plant them way too close to each other, so we'll probably have to pull some out as the season goes along. But so far they're looking really good. And then next to it, this is our spinach bed. So these are from seeds. So some of the seeds started growing before others. So as you can see, it's a little sparse, but this is a spinach bed. And then I have some onion plants as well in between the rows of spinach. In this bed, I have some perennial flower plants. And then on the back row, we have 6 red acre cabbages. And then we have some green and red kale. We have some green cabbage on the back as well. And then we have a couple of, I think these are collards that I just planted. So in this bed, we're growing our eggplants. And then they're surrounded by green bean seeds, which you just sprinkle. So they're about to germinate, and then they'll start growing. And then in the front, we have our tatsoi greens, which we just transplanted over. And then we have a pineapple sage plant right here in the middle. Thanks so much for watching our garden tour for March 2025. If you liked the video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you want to watch our garden journey for this year and for years to come.